following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
To see such heavy rain.
Of course! Of course!
So yes, would you like to obtain your your items?
I should.
That should also give Eaton a good enough head start so that your horse won't be so disturbed by the time we actually get back.
Have you thought about what she's going to do when she gets there? And she goes past one of them, and they make some kind of face.
I could go ahead
Yeah, she'll die.
and catch up with her if you don't mind heading back to the inn by yourself.
Do that.
Radomir arrives at your inn while you're packing your gear up.
Oh, hey, Radomir.
Hey. I'll swiftly dodge into my room.
Moving on, there you guys are. So you head upstairs.
Yeah.
You get your...
Swiftly dodge into my room to gather my very few belongings.
That's actually where he is, because that's where all his gear is.
Yeah.
So you gather up your things, you get your dog dish, and the little box of treats.
Of course.
Radomir, do you have
Is
your...
that just a box of meat?
Yeah, jerk meat.
Do you have your... Did you bring your horse? I just realized we have a lot of stuff.
He's out by the stables.
Because I think we need to grab everyone's things, because I think they're going to burn down the inn.
Yeah, that mob outside was pretty incited. They were literally chanting, like, get the pitch, soak the wood, set the flame, burn the taint, burn the taint, burn the taint. The taint of the evil there, not that bit right near your butthole.
Darkland's tank.
Which no one calls it that in this setting, so if anyone ever makes that joke, you will lose all the XP you have ever learned and become level 0 and die.
Oh no, is that
it
retroactive?
Make the joke in character, dude.
And the closest character to you, run by a player. Starting with the letter A.
The character's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should hurry out of here then.
Seems needlessly specific. Isn't that right? A. Saphiro.
Hey!
You're with me on this, aren't you, Aulin?
Adamir.
The knight who can do math.
Serrada, he's sickeningly good.
Yeah. We'll grab everything quickly and get up and lock that in the fire.
No, okay, cool. Yep, you get out of there just before it goes up like a torch. A good section of the city wall, you will notice, has a huge chunk taken out of it, by the way. Probably from those storms yesterday. Those of you who found the Easter egg hidden in the notes will know exactly what caused that.
I'll try to find that. No, my internet works.
Good luck. It's during the storm.
Anyway, the cart driver said he didn't want to come.
That's right, I'm not suspicious of him at all. He must have somewhere else to stay.
Probably over there. I'll just point to, like, shadows. Or over there.
The shadows move and rise.
What would he be? Oh.
2 bright moons shine overhead, providing ample light. Although the clouds are gathering in and rain is beginning to spatter down.
You left Eden inside, right?
Nope! They forgot it was nighttime.
When it's nighttime?
Yep, that was even mentioned.
Right at the start.
I remember panicking about that last session, and then forgetting about it.
Do you have any idea how long a fucking tournament takes? We skipped through it, but Like, you've got tilt after tilt. You've got archery competitions. Melee. The Grand Melee alone would have taken between 2 bells.
Yeah, we literally just did an archery competition happened. Like, it didn't take that long.
It was 40 minutes on the recording, but it would have taken... A tournament takes a whole day.
Multiple, usually.
Yeah, so as soon as you say that, I'll jump onto Aberlord and boost off towards the gate. Leave Andrew.
And Andrew's like...
I'll yell out over the rain. I'll let them know you're coming!
Well, the other horse and cart are here too, so...
No, they're not.
No, he left.
The cart driver has taken them to the new place he told them to go.
Okay, then one then.
Duke Draconan's manor. But they're the nicest stables. What?
That's our stuff.
Wrong, sir.
That's his stuff.
It's all your money, too. So, I guess you all meet up at Count Hector's briefly before heading to your various feasts, because you're going to need to get there soon if you plan on showing up.
Is Aiden at Count Hector's?
Yeah.
You could say that. I mean, she doesn't appear to be around, but your stuff is there.
Well, I would have got there
Your
ahead
stuff
of
is
them
there.
because I
It's
was
been put into a
following.
room.
Oh, okay. So I didn't catch up.
Okay,
with
so
her.
you arrive first then, and she's
Yeah.
not around, but your stuff has been put into your room.
Oh.
A serving girl curtsies to you just inside the door. We have only just finished setting up your room, sir. Would you be requiring a bed warmer?
Perhaps later. I have a feast to attend tonight.
Of course.
Do you know where Eaton went?
I believe one of the guards mentioned something about your servant. Perhaps you could ask him.
Which guard was it?
On the main gate. The handsome pale one, who only ever works nights for some reason.
Of course. Thank you. I may see you later. I'll actually return to find that pale guard.
Oh. Good sir.
I am
The Count has asked us to extend you every courtesy. Do you want to go station in rank?
Thank you, but I am no sir.
Of course, sir.
An acquaintance of mine, a blonde woman about yay high.
That is no woman.
Okay, you know where she went?
Of course, she was put into kennels with the rest of the dogs.
What?
That's where dogs go.
Do you mean she was put in the kennels?
They are around the back of the manor.
I will go around the back of the map.
Okay.
And I will look for a sandy-haired wolf.
The kennels
They're
are actually a
unusually
large
large size.
stable-like affair.
Yeah.
And in one of the boxes there is your slave, glowering at you. He's got a big black eye. It's slowly fading.
What happened?
They beat the shit out of me and put me in a kennel as a joke. I suppose I'm lucky I'm not dead.
Who did this?
Vampires did it. Sorry, Master. Vampires did it.
I'm going to have a talk with them.
I wouldn't, Master. They are very strong and evil, and
I
they
do
will
not
kill you.
care.
You should not care at all, sir, Master. I am just a dog. I deserve everything I have gotten for being so evil.
Nonsense. You will not be treated this way again.
Please do not put yourself out, Master.
I'm going straight to the...
Master, please
Count
do
about
not,
this.
do not trouble this, Master. It is only right. If I had come across them alone, I would have killed them as surely as they would try to kill me. That bruise is kind of fading already. It was only a light stabbing. They knew it wouldn't kill me.
You will not be treated this way again.
I'm perfectly happy to stay inside during the double full moons, Master.
Oh
Double
no,
full
I do
moons.
encourage you to stay in here. I'm not discouraging you staying in here, but I will not have them beating you
Master,
first.
I need to get something off my chest. And it isn't my shirt. Such as it is. I
Go
will
on.
need to buy a new shirt. I owe you a great debt, and your group has been kinder to me than you should have been, given how I betrayed you. Almost. I didn't actually do that, though.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. So, I feel that I need to give you my oath. I understand that's the thing to do. So I will swear, as much as that's worth coming from an undead creature, to serve you in your quest until such time as that debt is paid. And then some.
I accept this oath.
And that first service is going to come because I'm going to warn you about the double full moons. They've stretched on too long. You know what that means.
They are significant to me too, in fact.
The veil is thinning. The creatures from the other side are just waiting for someone to let them in.
I must spend...
The shadows will come alive. You must be aware, and you certainly shouldn't be walking around without your armor.
My armor no longer exists.
It's really nice. I can see myself in it.
I know.
It's all shiny, and I'm so pretty.
It was ancient. It was glorious. But
Maybe you could use Radimir's old armor. And he's got his much better set now. You should
I
dress
do-
up like the little page boy of his that you are.
Do not know if his armor has some significance that would make that an affront or not. I will have to ask him.
No, I mean the armor that was his new armor until his old armor got fixed.
Ah.
Fuck, you're such a brainlet, kid.
The problem is, starting tomorrow for the next 2 days, I have to basically remain in prayer and cannot use any of my clerical skills.
The timing of this is really, really, really annoying.
It is the way of things for all religions.
Well, you must go off to your feast, Master. Spare no concern for me.
No, they will be hearing about this.
I do wish you wouldn't.
You really wish I would.
No, I don't. You don't need that trouble. You have important works, Master. And I
I'm
am just a
sure-
dog.
I'm sure
Less than that even. A dog is honest.
I'm sure a single word in the council will do no harm.
And then you have made an enemy of some underling. You don't need more enemies, Master.
Did you honestly think one of them would turn against the Count?
I think that they would not be so brazen, but there are many more subtle ways to put stones under your feet. And you don't need a minor stumble at the wrong moment, Master. The pack can turn on the strong as quickly as it can turn on the prey.
I will let this rest for now, but if I see you getting beaten or hurt again by them, I will be having a word.
I swear to you, Master, you will never see that.
Well, you stay here. I will.
Yeah, it's not like I can go anywhere.
I will tell the others where you are in case they want
I
to.
don't suppose you could send a servant out with a bowl of chow.
I'll try to do better than that.
2 bowls. Meanwhile, these two... Oh, wait, no, you abandoned him immediately.
Yes.
So this asshole arrives.
Rearing horse up in the rain.
So Radomir, you are in quite the rush there.
Is she here?
She is out back in the kennels.
It was foolish of us to forget The where?
It was foolish of you to forget the
Wolf. Yeah, you're right.
They're more of a stable. She chose to go there, but well, I will let her tell you about what transpired if that is her wish. I'm going to make sure she gets something decent to eat before I get ready and head off to my banquet.
So you are going.
I
So are
must.
you, dude. You've got your participants' feast to attend as well. If you want to go.
Yeah, I am fucking
I
going
know
today.
Sulin insists that I not, but we could undo any progress, how small it may be, that we've made here with anybody by affronting this nation by not attending one of their sacred ceremonies.
Where the feast is?
It's in the Colosseum.
Is the other feast as well?
Yeah.
It's the same place, right? Like, his is just at the high table?
It's like there's a small, like there's like an archway and then a separate thing in there. So there is you could actually pass between them, but people just don't. So you can say, oh, there are the champions at the high seat behind them. This special sectioned area. Then we're out here having a party.
And then I will just smirk and I'll just nudge Redimir and say, and Sulin's not here to stop me at the moment anyway, so...
And then Sulin.
That's the kind of thing I kind of almost expect.
Nope.
But, yeah.
Yes, I should get ready. I can't let you go by yourself. I can't be with you in that area, but I can be close if something happens.
Don't worry, I'll have my little friend here with me.
His little friend will run up at that point since it was prompted.
I squint suspiciously as I slowly canter the horse off to the front door to be received by someone.
What's his ski singed?
What could it mean? I'll make a little note in my journal.
So you going to the stables?
If I can see them being on the layout.
Yeah, they're at the front. The kennels are at the back, stables at the front. They're right there near the gate. It's super convenient.
It's like many owl stable.
Many a proud animal is housed here. In lavish, comfortable boxes.
And Abalord.
And now Abalord is there. It's funny, it's Abalord, but it serves no able lord.
Got him.
Maybe as it gets older and more like Redimir, we can call it Abelard.
No. Again.
Get fucked,
Got me
nerd.
twice. I don't know if I want to go to the feast.
Something, old grey man.
Oh,
Ain't what he used to be, ain't what he used to be, ain't what he used to be. Old grey man, he ain't what he used to be. And then we dunked the ball and did a backflip.
And found $20.
Dude, I did find $20 today.
All three
I was
things he
super
was
happy.
never capable
I was
of.
super happy it paid for my mug.
Nice.
No, I took it. It's not still lying around. You can't have it.
I like the idea, like, oh sweet, $20 on the ground.
I'll find that later. It'll be in the last place I look, but I have to check everywhere else first. Anyway.
Yes, I'll get him settled in and
There,
everything.
a stable boy runs up and immediately starts like taking care of the horse and currying it, and
I'll watch for like a minute and make sure he's not doing anything wrong.
the horse is unsettled but stoic. The boy is apparently a human
Yeah, I wonder why the horse could be unsettled here.
Yeah.
because there's like 16, 17 vampires and about twice that in thralls in the immediate vicinity. Where you just
Just give him a pat. And walk out.
Wicker. So what are you doing? The moons are being clouded over now as the rain's starting to come down a bit more heavily.
I'll walk back out to join Saphiro.
Severa's just standing there in the middle of the courtyard going...
I would have headed inside. I'll
It's
try
a
and...
warm, comfortable interior. The guards salute you as you pass.
Or turn it, but it's internally it's a little half-hearted.
Not every guard is a vampire.
I'm still suspicious.
You can clearly tell the ones that are vampires,
They're
right?
really pale. And they never do day shift.
I must pick all the ones on Nudge.
You should. Why would you put an ordinary person on instead of a vampire with their keen vampire senses
At the night time.
at the night time?
Or at least supplement them.
Yeah.
If you could get them to get along, you could do a day staff guards as well.
That'll be interesting. But there's a racial anonymity there. So that you meet both up inside the warm, comfortable interior.
Ah.
Saphiro has changed into one of the many fine sets of elite fashion that have been laid on for you guys.
Oh,
In
nice.
your wardrobes. Just check the fucking wardrobe.
Nice, I don't even have to use my own nice clothes.
These are nicer.
These are way nicer.
No, they probably
They're
are.
Vermin style. You wouldn't want to go to a banquet dressed as a Merlander noble, would you? That would be spicy.
It would say something though.
It was.
Yeah, it
Big
would say,
segment of-
Hang
it
me
would
now.
say, here I am, over here, help, please help.
Help me fucking
Let's just-
die.
Let's just say if this was a modern setting, there would be a lot of laser dots on Saphiro, maybe.
They're just laser pointed. Oh, look at all this. They stand awkwardly beside each other in total silence.
Oh, I was going to try and...
Big gothic sets of armor stand in the big hall.
Is there any servants around?
Just snap your fingers, there's one. There's a servant.
I would like to organize a, whatever your largest animal for consumption is in the kitchen for the third kennel from the right around the back.
Ah, yes. I want to kill it myself.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The largest animal for consumption would, of course, be a human. But you don't know that.
Nope. I wonder how she'll react when they throw in a human.
Could you stop spying on us? What are you, an Xbox?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you do.
That would be Cortana.
No, Xbox is spy on people. In fact,
I mean, so does your phone, to be fair.
no, but they actually actively do it all the time. It's plugged in, it's listening. They got caught listening to those things that were going on in people's houses lately.
I will go to Brennan's house. They'll be watching some fucking car video on YouTube. I will go home, and that will be in my recommended list. I've never once watched a car video.
She Google
Yep.
stuff.
Because you were near there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
And yeah, I'll basically get ready for
It's
get
like,
dressed for the.
it's like Trish did a bunch of stuff to my phone to turn off all of that passive GPS and spying stuff.
I was going to say she'll know how to do it exactly. Yeah.
Or did she just turn more on?
I mean, she doesn't need to spy on me. I tell her everything anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if she was spying on you, she would have worked out who that was earlier. Let me just say that. Yes, I'm basically going to get ready for the for the feast.
Okay. And Radomir is...
Walking around the lobby anxiously. I'll do a quick dress of the armor to make sure there's no like dirt or anything on it.
So you
That's what I'll be
clean and
going
polish
with.
your armor.
Yeah, while I sort of just walk around,
Okay.
trying not to leave my back open to many open spaces.
So you're freaking out very slowly.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
slowly.
Adrin eventually arrives dripping with wet. All of his scrolls are ruined.
They were in their office walls.
Then everything else is ruined. I don't know. Your clothing is just completely wet.
Clothing, coincidentally, very good at getting dry again.
Unless it's fine wool. You therefore meet in the lobby.
I'll just be looking at one of those gothic armor sets, anxiously touching the pouch of stakes at my side every now and then.
I don't think you can kill armor with a stake.
Fuck, you said you wanted in with your chest. Oh.
It's not the armor I was thinking of killing.
Yes, finally the wolf has got to him.
Sephiroth's getting ready. If you're
Oh,
going...
he's going?
I guess so. That means I am.
I'm not.
There's a breath of air from behind you, and an unsettling presence settles over you just before you hear, well, then you'll be here this evening, and I hope you enjoy your feast, sir. I was very impressed by your performance.
Thank you.
There's a woman, an older woman in blue and green standing beside him, just like smirking, slightly. She's older, but it's pretty impossible to determine exactly how old she is.
This is the same one from the arena.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get changed. And I'll turn to the count. Thank you for your hospitality.
Feel free to make use of my library while you're here. It's not my personal library, but it has some horribly outdated texts.
Thank you very much.
Count.
1, 2, 3, 4. I could do this all day. Lightning rolls and thunderclaps. She's kind of been waiting for that.
Yeah.
Strumbling. How did you lose it? I was never told.
I still have it. You see, imprisoned for a long time, the military governor, Baron Sanger, my loyal Baron, gained more and more control. It would be pretty impossible for me to replace him, and he has so many loyal retainers who would rather see him free. At best, I've been able to stop him from invading Serenia. And I feel that in time it will come around. Unfortunately, he has a lot of friends here in the capital. So, I would need some way, and he sort of just smiles to himself, of counteracting his influence without replacing him as military governor. I do have some ideas, but I'm afraid there'll be resistance at this point.
He means to take them, my people, to war.
That won't happen while I'm in charge. But if he can convince one of the dukes that it would be best for business, that would be that.
He would
Fortunately, the Serenian military is on high alert now. I wonder how they found out. And say what you like about the Serenians. Their long, low, rolling hills are perfect for their cavalry, and there's not much shade to hide.
You have my thanks for that.
And you don't have to thank me. War is not always best.
I found it mostly just gets my people killed.
It gets most people killed. That's what war is. There's a time and a place for that. But that is not this day. Anyway, enjoy your feast. I'm sure you will earn it.
Mostly just be watching his back.
Very prudent. Especially under the moons. Well, you must let me be on my way. You glide off, turn to the woman, and just be like, so you agree with me then? The boy just puts magic on the sword now. Yes, it's really obvious. Or do you think you can help him at all? I may have some ideas. And they say that completely so you can both hear that.
I lived.
No, you didn't.
Ah, okay.
Now you're leaving.
You're just at the top of the stairs.
Maybe he doesn't want to leave now. Maybe
Rabbit, make that happen! A servant then just sort of glides out of the kitchen with like a large cow being carried between him and another servant. Not like a living one, like a dressed cow carcass. I figured cows were bigger than people. They probably would have one.
Get late for the feast.
I know they wouldn't leave through the main door, they would actually go out through the back, but,
Dramatic.
convenience.
Yeah.
And they head out the front doors and just turn around the side of the house.
Strange.
Mansion full of vampires, and this is strange.
He's gonna
do they
say
need
that about
cow for?
everything.
You
You were present!
You were right there. You thanked me for making sure Ethan got something to
Oh,
eat.
yeah. Fuck.
He's forgotten
I
this.
forgot about that because of the cat eaten.
He really thought it was going to be people.
So much so that when the truth was in your face, you were like, why do they need a cow for?
Is there anything anyone wants to do?
No, get
What is
dressed.
the one up to?
Tell me a bit more to I'll see you later. Do they provide any umbrellas or something so I don't get my nice clothing all soaked on the...
You could just order the carriage brought round.
That works.
They'll arrange that. They'll go get a couple of horses, get a footman, get a get a coach driver. So Radimir's past. You're waiting. So Radimir just clumps up in full armor, bristling with weapons, and with a considering expression on his face that's along the lines of, "I want to kill everyone around me, but at the same time, they're being so nice."
Why is everything I want to kill always nice to me?
Oh,
Think about that sentence for just like a second.
Yeah, maybe you're the bad guy.
Radimir, did you want to say anything to Ethan before we left, or...?
No, I might
Stay off the couch.
leave my
Stop eating pillows.
leave my pillow alone.
Shut up! I should have just told the servants to throw a couple of pillows in there. She likes them.
So when he runs off to his room, grabs a couple of pillows and takes them out to her.
She brought up an interesting idea. If you do not mind, your old set of armor, well, your new set of armor that is now your old set of armor, or your old new armor has been reforged. Would you mind if I were to take possession of it after I lost my own?
I wouldn't say no. You would have to go pick it up and probably buy it back.
And have it refitted.
No, I knew I was going to have to get it refitted.
I sponsored a fighter in the tournament, Smith's son, who made it. It's currently in his position. He went up against Braun first, so he didn't actually get use of it much. He got back up though, which is more than I did. It's a bad draw.
I will see him about it. Thank you.
You sure you'll want to go then?
I have to go.
Well, there's no turning back from here then.
I mean, this is where I would normally flourish. I went to a lot of these in my youth as in Serenia, but there were far few people who wanted to kill me. Usually just angry fathers.
Well, watch your back
And husbands.
while you're up there.
Yes.
I'm sure many of those.
You too. I mean, you're associated with me and you've drawn a lot more attention since you've been reunited.
No one did manage to claim that purse. If there are other prices out there, they may try it tonight. That's why tink tink this.
I do not have that luxury at the moment.
If only it were acceptable to bring a crossbow. Yes, no.
It's a ranged dishonor weapon. Real men do not need ranged weapon.
Real men get killed by things all the time.
In a tournament.
Yeah.
We're not at the
Or
tournament.
if you're Serenian, ever. So you get into the carriage. Carriage moves off. You pass the green. You pass the Schlieffen building, the ties, Spiller. And you arrive at the Glory and the Blood. The great round walls which rise over the surrounding markets, topped by the flying pennants of famous champions. To hold... Yes, towering statues, all that. Famous artisans made them. They look great.
I will examine them in detail as we pass.
Is of particular notice the statue of Gottfried Dragonslayer, a former Burman champion and paladin.
Actual paladin.
Yeah, real one. Not like some fake, phony paladins without
Like
the
Belloc.
without the blue core.
I did not know there was a Burman paladin.
I mean, I came this way yesterday and didn't even notice it in the fucking daylight. I guess my mind was on my money.
It was crowded yesterday.
These things are like 100 feet tall.
Okay.
How do people make them then?
With the scaffold.
I think it was aliens.
You know, they've got some interesting ideas.
This country does good things sometimes.
Inside the area. Raids of fighters in what they think is their nicest stuff. Very few people are wearing armor, but all of the champions are. Sir Adolf is wearing his finest smudged surcoat.
Be careful around him.
Of course.
Sulin is there with Maximilian just coming in from the practice yard. He's folding his gloves up and tucking them into his belt.
So they'll be really out of place because everywhere else will be in this formal sort of get up in there.
He'll raise a hand to you both.
I will approach.
You didn't bring a peasant boy. But he fought too, should he not join the feast?
He did not wish to come.
It's not his type of thing. You understand.
Well then.
I'm just exchanging this knowing look with Sulu. It's just like, yep, I'm here. No, you don't want me to be.
I'm just contemplating putting my arm around Sulin.
I mean,
That could be bad.
you can soon become your former arm.
I need that sword fighting, I really did. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to
There you
learn to
go.
use my left.
I was just saying, this is where you instantly become better than him in sword fighting.
Just cut his arm off.
Blade Master could just change hands and not lose too much.
Your fight with Sir Adolf was... well, it was scary.
I learned so much from that. The only time you ever really get an opportunity to practice against a higher ranked Blade Master is at the tournament, so I had to make the best use of it. It only killed me.
I get the feeling that's what he likes the most about it.
I will be better
fighting.
equipped next time.
How many times have you been killed?
That was the first. I don't care for it.
No, I imagine not.
We all must die at some stage. Some of the luxury of coming back, though.
Better to put that stage off as long as possible. You only get to experience it once most of the time.
Yes, and sometimes you still have a lot to do and it is cut short before it's time.
Yeah.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?